We are setting up our first-time leaders to be the leader that people leave instead of the leader people love. We do that by creating leaders who lead more like a position than like a person. Now, to explain how this happens, I need some help. Can I get a volunteer to come up here with me? Yeah, would you come up and join me? Give him a hand for coming up and helping out. Okay, come right on up here. I'll give you a hand so you can step up. What's your name?
Weston.
Weston, turn around this way, Weston. You stand right here between me and the box. Okay. You're intrigued by the box, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to the box here in just a little bit. All right, it's not scary. It's okay. All right, I'm going to ask you this question, and I want you folks to consider this question too. When a company has a frontline team who needs a new leader, who typically gets promoted into that leadership position?
Probably the person right below that.
Okay. What do you think? Is that similar to what you have? The answers that I hear from most people are the one that's the best individual contributor or the person who's been there the longest. Does that pretty much track with your experience? So consider those two criteria. They've been there the longest or they're the best individual contributor. Does that make someone a good people leader?
Probably not.
Yeah, and that's actually the right answer. Probably not, because I think sometimes it works out. It may or may not. And so we bring this person in and we need to give them some new skills for their new role. But in your experience, and I don't want you to say what the right answer should be, but as you look at companies when they bring a new leader up, what training do they typically get?
Admin stuff, how to organize things.
Exactly. Process, procedure, systems, policy. Does that track with the rest of you? Yeah. Actually, the most common answer I get to that question is very little. They get very little training at all when they get into that position. So we give this person new position skills, but fundamentally, the new part of their job is managing people. And then they don't have people skills. And then we wonder why they struggle. We actually create the problems that we later regret. There's a study by InfoPro Learning, and stay here with me, Weston, I've got a couple more things for you. There was a study by InfoPro Learning that asked organizations, how many of you believe that you need leadership development at all levels in your organization? Now, I want you to think about a number, everybody here. Okay, what percentage of companies said, yes, we agree, we need leadership development at all levels? I want you to shout out a percentage, and your job is going to be to either consolidate all those or just pick your own number. Okay? But I want a number from everybody. Okay? I'm going to go ready, set, go. Give me a percentage. So it's going to be between 1 and 100. Ready, set, go.
30.
Okay, 25, 30. What was the number you had?
I didn't have one. I was going to consolidate theirs.
Okay, what was the consolidation of theirs?
25, 30%.
Okay, actually it was 83%. The interesting part is they asked them next, how many of you actually have leadership development at all levels in your company? All right, give me a number, percentage. Think of your number. Ready, set, go.
10.
Okay.
I was thinking that one's probably more like 20, 25%.
Okay. I love your optimism. I absolutely love your optimism. 5%. 5% of companies actually have leadership development at all levels. And so is it any wonder that we create these problems? There's a Greek poet named Archilochus, and he said, we do not rise to the level of our expectations, we fall to the level of our training. Let me say that again. We do not rise to the level of our expectations, we fall to the level of our training. So the time has come that you get to open the box. It's okay, there's nothing live in there, okay? But I want you to pull out what's in the box there, and I want you to show everybody. Okay? All right. Who is this?
Monster.
Okay, good. I'm glad you said Frankenstein's monster. A lot of people say Frankenstein. This isn't Frankenstein. This is Frankenstein's monster. How was Frankenstein's monster created?
Piecing together a bunch of different pieces of other dead people.
There we go. Victor Frankenstein built the monster. Now, in the original novel, he refers to it as the creature or the creation. But different than other monsters in the Monsterverse. It's not like a vampire that got bit by another vampire or a werewolf that got bit by another werewolf or some industrial accident. Someone created this. And then it came back to haunt him. It didn't turn out quite like he'd expected, and so he abandoned it. And the monster come back to destroy what he loved. When we don't give our new leaders people skills, we create our own monsters. And I'm not saying that they show up every day as monsters, but in the most crucial moment, when they need to deal with people problems, they don't have the skills. And then you get leaders who say things like, just do it because I said so. You heard that before? And then it builds up within the organization to the CEO who said to me, I sign your paycheck, so you have to do exactly what I tell you. That became a leader I left. And when we have leaders that lead like positions rather than like people, it costs us in turnover, productivity, morale. And those are hard dollar costs that affect our organization. I believe if we can give first-time leaders 3 people skills, it will help them lead more like people than positions. Listening intently, communicating intentionally, and recognizing people individually. If we can help frontline leaders to have those skills, we're going to develop more people that are leaders their people love, and fewer of the leaders that people leave, by creating leaders who lead like a person and not like a position. Join me in thanking Weston for helping me up here.